Paul Voodini, talking about the new DVD palmistry for magicians, a little bit of a slant, something that I'm going to be finding very interesting, as I think you guys will as well. Paul.
Hello there.
Tell us about it. Very interesting.
Which is a very fascinating subject. I've worked as a close-up magician for many years, but my problem was always that I wasn't particularly good at sleight-of-hand magic.
Okay.
But as a youth, I learnt how to read palms. And so what I found was that when I was working as a close-up magician, if I offered to read people's palms, as well as show them a few tricks, people were always very, very intrigued and excited by the palm reading.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so much so that they would say, oh, I'm not bothered with the tricks, just show me or just read my palm. So I devised several routines that worked around palm reading, which will be on the DVD. And what the main point I want to get across to magicians is that there's nothing weird or dark with palm reading, that it's fun, it's upbeat, and people are fascinated by it, and it's a great weapon to have in your arsenal.
I thought that, I must admit, when I first learnt about what you was going to be doing for approaching people and reading their palms as opposed to approaching them and showing them a quick card trick. Excuse me. I thought then, oh crikey, people are going to go up there and say, oh, you've only got 3 years to live, that kind of thing. That's what worried me, because I've come across people who have done things like that, or heard about people who have been told that, and it has affected them. But I like the way you've adjusted things like that and make it seem very light-hearted, but at the same time intriguing to find out where you can put your hand out. And the amount of people who want to start doing this to you all of a sudden,
absolutely,
they find it very, very intriguing.
Yeah.
So what kind of things are going to be on the DVD?
Well, first of all, there's actually the mechanics of reading palms. And the palm reading that I do, as you'll see on the DVD, has got nothing to do with predicting the future or fortune telling. The palm reading that I teach is like a personality profile. Right. So it can fit in with any performance style, whether your performance style is to be the all-knowing mind reader, or whether you have a more body language, psychology kind of approach to the mental magic that you do. The palmistry can slot in with your own persona as a performer. And it is essentially about reading somebody's personality, what their likes are, what their dislikes are. Are they good with money? Are they bad with money? What kind of a person they are? So on the DVD, you're actually taught the mechanics of how to actually read palms. But perhaps the most important part is demonstrating how reading palms can be integrated into close-up magic, whether that's with card routines, nail writers, impression pads, billet switches, center tears, anything where the performer has to know the unknowable.
That's what I find interesting in the whole thing. The palmistry I always find fascinating, the way people jump on it and immediately, so do me, quick. They all want to know. I think it's just human nature. They want to know that anyway. Yeah. As long as nothing bad's going on.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
And which I love the way you steer around that kind of stuff. It's brilliant. But what fascinated me was the way you've amalgamated it to some of the tricks that you've already shown me. That's very fascinating. I think this is going to be popular.
I think so. I think what I like about it is the fact that no matter where you are, you can be on the beach in your shorts, and if somebody finds out you're a magician and says, oh, go on then, show us something. If you haven't got your bag of tricks with you, your kit with you, you're never caught short. Even, you can be anywhere in the world and somebody says, show me something weird. You can say, oh, what about this? Show me your palm. I'll read your palm. People will be blown away by it. So talk about pack small, plays big.
And I think it's important to say that. They will be. They will be fascinated by this, because it's not just a question of opening your hand and saying, yes, you're going to have 3 kids, or yes, you're going to have a long life. There are intriguing things that Paul does go over that draw people into it, and you can't help feel fascinated. Whether you believe things like this or not, it still finds it very fascinating to want to listen to what they're saying to. So yeah, fair play. You've got something here, I think, and I'm all for building the crowd. As soon as you start to do this and you're spending a bit of time, and then people come over and say, "What's going on here?" Suddenly there's a crowd.
Crazy.
That's what magic is about.
Absolutely, that crowd will be just fine. You will have a crowd around you, whether you're working, if you're working as a professional at a wedding reception, or whether you're just somebody who likes performing for your mates down the pub.
Yeah.
As soon as you start doing the palm reading, you will have a crowd around you, fascinated by what you're doing. I guarantee you, if you're at a party or in the boozer, you'll be the most popular person
you're opening
there.
a can of worms.
You will be. You will have a crowd following you around all evening. You'll be the most popular guy there, I promise.
Well, there it is. There he said it, hasn't it? Watch out for this, Magic Tricks followers, because this is going to be fun.
magictricks.co.uk, the UK's leading online magic trick store.